Dial-up. This is the grandfather of home internet, the one that made that iconic screeching sound when you connected. It works by using your telephone line to transmit data, with a modem calling your internet service provider to establish a connection. The biggest limitation was speed, maxing out at 56 kilobits per second, which makes loading a modern web page take minutes. It also tied up your phone line, so you couldn't make calls while online. It was the gateway to the early web in the 1990s, and while largely obsolete now, it's still used in some remote areas. DSL. This stands for Digital Subscriber Line, and it was the first major upgrade from dial-up. It still uses copper telephone wires, but operates on a higher frequency than voice, so you can use the internet and phone simultaneously. Unlike dial-up, the connection is always on, so there's no dialing in each time. The most common version, ADSL, is asymmetrical, meaning downloads are much faster than uploads, which suited early web browsing perfectly. Its speed drops the farther you live from the telephone exchange, which was its main drawback for many years. Cable internet. This connection comes through the same coaxial cables that deliver cable television, using a technology called DOCSIS. It offered much faster speeds than DSL because it had a wider bandwidth pipe, making it great for streaming and gaming. A key characteristic is that it operates on a shared network, so speeds can slow down when your whole neighborhood is online at the same time. It's widely available and reliable, and for a long time, it was the most popular choice for home broadband. Fiber optic internet. This is the gold standard, using pulses of light through thin glass strands instead of electrical signals through copper. Light travels incredibly fast and carries immense data, which is why fiber offers symmetrical speeds where uploads match downloads. This makes a huge difference for video conferencing, cloud computing, and sharing large files. It's also more reliable and less susceptible to interference than copper cables. The main drawback is the expensive infrastructure, so it's mostly found in cities and newer developments. Leased Line. This is a dedicated, private connection rented exclusively by a business, not shared with anyone else. Unlike standard broadband, it gives you guaranteed symmetrical speed and a service level agreement promising near-perfect uptime. It uses fiber optic cables, but offers a direct path to the internet backbone, reducing latency significantly. The cost is much higher, which is why it's rarely seen in homes. For businesses that rely on constant data transfer, this reliability is absolutely essential. Satellite internet. This connection is beamed from a satellite orbiting Earth, making it critical for rural areas where cables don't reach. A dish on your roof sends signals to a satellite about 22,000 miles above, which causes high latency, often around 600 milliseconds. This lag can make video calls or fast-paced gaming frustrating, and weather like heavy rain can interfere. For people in isolated areas with no other option, it's a lifeline. Newer low Earth orbit services are starting to reduce that latency significantly. Fixed wireless. This doesn't rely on cables, but the signal comes from a ground tower, not from space. An antenna on your home communicates directly with a local transmission tower that's connected to a fiber backbone. It's popular in rural areas because you only need a clear line of sight to the tower, though trees or buildings can interfere. It provides a reliable connection and often lower latency than satellite. Speeds have improved a lot, making it a solid alternative for those without cable or fiber. Mobile broadband. This powers your smartphone and mobile hotspots, using cellular networks like 4G LTE or the newer 5G. You don't need cables or dishes, just to be within range of a cell tower, which makes it incredibly portable and convenient. Performance depends entirely on signal strength and network congestion, so a busy city center can be much slower than a quiet suburb. It's the only connection for many people in developing countries. With 5G, speeds are now approaching fiber, making it a genuine competitor for home internet.